What was it Sally Field said years ago? You like me, you really like me. I'm very much honored and thankful to be up here. I've read at the open mic many, many times. And I was just so surprised and happy to be invited to read up here at the last reading of the season. So thank you, Deanna and Colin and everyone involved in Tree and at Black Scroll Books, which is the best place in the city. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a poem, my tradition of reading an older poem to begin. I wrote this one Canada Day last year, so about a year ago, and it's called A Probable Sonnet, or A Song of Far and Wide, and it's all questions. Half of these questions we know the answers to, half of them we don't. A Song of Far and Wide. Where is Benjamin Stark? Where are the missing Indigenous women? Did they die? Did blood magic kill Joffrey, Robb, and Balon Greyjoy? Are pesticides causing bee colony collapses? Or are we talking huge coincidence? Is the High Septon a good guy? Is the new Pope? Does it get better? Is Aegon IV an imposter? Is Louis C.K. problematic? Do our hopes matter? I know R plus L equals J, but who really knew about Gion? I'm going to read mostly from my latest chapbook, I Don't Know What You Need, which is something that's said often in my house, because my son is not quite one yet. I think I'll be saying that a lot for a long time. So I'm going to read mostly from this to begin with, and then I'll jump into a few new ones. This poem is called Mature, and dedicated to my wife Kate, who gave me the prompt. And it's full of about animal fact, which she's all about. This is called Mature. The immortal jellyfish becomes a baby, literally starts over whenever threatened. Now you know, don't you kind of want to be one? This is a normal feeling, to be jealous of a baby. Historically, when we hurt, we could forget our cruel words. Increasingly, more is recorded. When I message a friend to breach along quiet, nothing's gone. We literally pick up where we left off. This is written about my favorite place to stop on Highway 7. You ever do the Highway 7 trip to like Peterborough or Toronto, you might know this stop. This is called Passed Over. The madman landed behind the Ultramar on 7. 7, trafficked by sane men who stare each other down at 100 and blink chicken. The madman once didn't something. Something to do with crap land, and to do with crooks, and likely someone close. The madman had a dog once, says so on the signs. Rotten bread, killed my dog, no refund, Chinese plastic gravy, have a nice day, Loblaws! Must be alone. He doesn't talk to people, he talks at them. Whose bread I eat, his song I sing. I keep some friends for entertainment. Finally, in this great, excellent year of 2016, the madman has fit us Jews into his suffering. Yankees fed Jewish, Nazi-like, powerful propaganda. The Jew owns the world. I relent. Yes, it is true. Some perfect nights, sugar on my finger, honey on my tongue. I very much own the world. The whole world, with its liberal politicians and dead best friends, its stolen local elections, and lonesome men seeking private investment. I'm going to read a short one before I get into a long one. This one is a triptych. It is called Cuck, as in cuckold. If you're on the internet, you've heard the term cuck, maybe. Cuck. Really fun to say that word. 1. At the clock tower, Jenna Rose Jarvis introduces me as he who writes about video games and porn. 2. My wife's character is suddenly bombarded. I go outside and smoke. 3. I pacify my son and nudge him to hug his bunny. Yes, I have made my son to love a thing. I'm going to read a long one before getting into the new stuff from I Don't Know What You Need. Friend mentioned I should be on the right side of history, so I'll take a stand on the right side of history. I, like many people I know, have had mental health challenges over the years, depression, anxiety. I implore you, you're not alone. More people than you know have problems. Get help professionally with friends, whatever. I've had people way worse off than me, and the people love you. Most, we all yell on the internet, but most people love you, or at least will give you the benefit of the doubt. So, thank you. This is another video game poem, ultimately, but it's about real life. This is called Civilization Single Player Setup. I've been trying to up my people's happiness. The central tenet of our faith, water is good. Ottawa is hashtagged with rivers and canals. Today, we should be ecstatic to be alive. One suicidal friend fled west, says he is shamed by dignitaries. The downtown BIA shuts down a t-shirt giveaway. You must ask for the right to be generous. Another suicidal friend ripens in subsidy. She repays charity with other charity, literally. She dreams of renewal, to be made useful in the era of expats teaching English in the East. A third friend, also suicidal, once gone east, appears automated. From above, he appears to be in perpetuity, finishing a painting, thick with better edits. More friends, maybe also suicidal, pen odes to their prescriptions, fatten with baggage. I feel each draws on my productivity, heathers my vision of 100% self. These are not my stories to tell, but I am in them. The rural legislator describes the defense he pit against his arsonist son-in-law. His daughter condemns what Hansard cannot deny. It was not his story to tell. My friends once saw themselves in my words for myself, my baggy self-portrait. I am sorry for saying nothing so long and now so much. My advisor has no answers. She assigns icons. When I will not share, she presents me a red shield. To my common cloth, she has affixed a purple medal. But I do not know if the gold diamond or blue vial is better. I have never been assigned a plain, smiling face. The eye is winked or the tongue is stuck. Maybe the Pac-Man's cheek is blushed, but it is never a plain, smiling face. I am sick with nuance. This is my story, but I am not in it. This baggy caricature slips off my emotion. In 300 words, a stranger insists Robin Williams did not die from suicide. He died from depression. No one dies from suicide, the stranger insists. This, they insist, is requisite to development, to people who live so long they stack. I have been trying to up my people's happiness, posturing as a provider of day dates and texts. My advisor has no answers. She identifies my greatest share of costs is personnel. I close my window, lift my red shield. The sky is off-white with water, rain today or snow tomorrow. Either way, the city wet. I ask someone to chill, but fuck if I forget. I'm going to read one more short poem from the book, because, it's not all being down. This is called Perfection. It's too late to achieve perfection. I have made love to my wife, and earlier took my son swimming. So I'm going to read... There's some happy poems in there. So I'm just going to read two more poems. Before I get into the new stuff, I just want to say a bon voyage and good luck and every other nice thing to JM. I've known JM for a few years. We don't know each other too well, but I've come to really greatly admire what he's done in this city, not just as a writer, as a person, but just as a community member. He's done a lot, not just in the poetry page community, but with the zine community and the music community. He's done a lot, and we really are. It's a loss for Ottawa, and I hope he does great things wherever he winds up next. So, Jane. So 2 poems. This is called Year After Year. Of course you may go out, but you must know, when I alone lay down our son, full of formula and promise, I instinctively envision single parenthood, while I sing him Wish You Were Here for the 100th night. When I was 17, I envisioned that anthem soundtracking my painless accidental death, featuring my cuckolding crush weeping over my body as Pink Floyd synced the monitor and up the camera went. I am 31 and you are 31. In the nursery, our son maws gibberish in the dark. The female cat, who you correctly identify as my cat, whinges. Oh wife, come home to me and spoon my nervous hinges. And one last longer poem. This is called Rummage. And I'll thank JM for helping me cut half a line off it. Rummage. A rummage out front. Some asshole leaves half our used plastic on our lawn. Jars empty of baby food, tubs empty of formula. Some asshole drags a trash can he stole to somewhere it will sit until morning. The stars heavy with gravity. Living downtown, it is impossible to not daily acknowledge your own privilege, to not stammer no worries, passing a pack of sketch bags, each thrilled to be smoking their own cigarette, making way for us with the stroller. Last week, after ghosting the bachelor, I walked home through the market and gave a beggar a 20. He asked if I was sure, and I was, and he hugged me, and he told me he was going to Subway. I hate Subway. I haven't eaten it since post-secondary school. But I went home so happy. No money for Fairfax, picturing the man entering that bright space asking for meat and cheese and 2 fluorescent sauces and lettuce as green as the polymer itself. Before I put out the cloth diapers, I have to remember to collect the recycling. I'm certain those city assholes told the workers to leave it if they see it. Just fucking leave it and go. Maybe the unions too. 5:30 a.m., I wake from a new nightmare. Ultron unleashes Holocaust gas on the sketch bags and us, and I stick my son in a stranger's arms and tell him to run east, and I run west. He texts me, I saved him or her. I look out front, and someone has put everything back. Thank you so much for having me.